the summer died.
Ray Charles is a once-in-a-lifetime singer.
Three singing instrumentalists caught the ear of Ray Robinson, a promising teenage musician who just turned pro. Charles Brown, Louis Jordan, and Nat King Cole served as the catalyst for Ray's highly personal approach. His voice, steeped in the blues, strong and volatile. Even in his early years, he sounded like the voice of experience, someone who knew all the hopes and irrationality of life itself.
He was, a major singer, as was Sam Cooke, and they both came out of gospel. Ray was doing that thing that Sam did, where they just changed Jesus to baby in the lyrics and incurred the wrath of their former fans. That was very common in that time period.
I need you, baby.
Amazing piano player, strong influence on Ray, definitely. Great singer, in some ways a one-trick pony compared to Ray.
Charles Brown was a pianist and singer out on the West Coast. They called it R&B then. R&B was very jazz-oriented. Naturally, the B part of it was the blues, and the R was the rhythm. But a lot of jazz fans at that time, serious jazz fans, also enjoyed R&B. It was swinging, it had humor. I mean, one of my favorite bands was Louis Jordan. I cut my teeth on that, on Louis Jordan.
Yeah, got some money in my jeans.
Sense of humor, good tunes, great band, great grooves.
Nat Cole was one of the best musicians of the 30s and 40s and 50s because he took something that was a God gift. I mean, he had a good voice, and he made something very special of it. He used to sing tunes that were catchy and funny and fun to listen to as well as to sing.
He had this voice that was like smoke and velvet at the same time. He had a sound like no one else besides the delivery, the timing.
There would be no Ray without Nat King Cole. He was a very strong influence. They sounded identical when Ray started. Unbelievable voice. Unbelievable. And I didn't think it was imitatable. But Ray could do it. You go, is that Ray Charles or Nat King Cole?
His early records like Sweet Lorraine and Get Your Kicks on Route 66, they combined jazz and singing, which Ray actually copied Nat King Cole at the beginning. He actually tried to copy the feeling of Nat King Cole, and it wasn't until he put his own personality and the feeling of the gospel feeling into his playing that he became a star.
He was originally very influenced by Nat Cole, so I think he may have pushed it up a bit, to get that Nat Cole tenor, high quality. May not have been his natural range, but that's where he kept it. And there was that hoarseness in it, but it was his phrasing, I think, that did it. I mean, he had such wonderful emotional phrasing.
He was singing, but it was conversational. Conversational singing, I suppose I would call it, and he was never out of tune to me. I mean, when I finally met him and worked with him, then I realized, wow, This is the closest to the real thing, because in the studio you can do anything you want to the voice. And when I finally met him and we became friends and we started messing around on the piano together, I realized that he was the real deal. I mean, that's as real as it gets.
When your lover is not around.
He's a one of a kind. He doesn't sound like anybody. You know, they're imitators. He sang from a very honest place. He obviously experienced every aspect of life in terms of abject poverty to, you know, to be working at the White House. He had seen it all, and I think it poured out in his music. And he was a really complex guy, as I think so many great artists are. There's a lot more going on underneath the surface.
His voice was a window to his soul.
This is Brett Premack, inviting you to join us again for the video podcast series, Ray Charles, Genius.
It's the same.